If you need to declutter your house for a big move like I just did, or if you just want to declutter your house so you can have a more organized home, I have 15 places for you to start. Now you can do all 15 of these in one weekend, or you can just do one every weekend until you have your house ready. It's up to you how fast you're going to do this, but I've got a list for you today of where I always start whenever I need to declutter my house. Starting with old medication. I feel like I do this pretty often, but even today when I'm going through all of this old medicine, I found some from 4, 5, 6 years ago. And the bad thing about old medicine is it's just not as effective as it is when it's made. So if your medication has expired, it is safer to throw it away. If it's something that just expired last month and I know I'm going to use it right away, I'll use that. But after that, I get rid of it. Number 2 is old or broken electronics. I have so many old electronics in this house that I'm holding onto and I don't know why. Like this old PlayStation that is 20 years old. It hasn't been used in at least 10. A thermostat that's broken is somehow in my drawer. I've got old controller or boxes for controllers that I don't even have anymore. Tons of old computer equipment that doesn't even go with current day computers. PC games from 20 years ago. These are all good examples of things that need to go. Go through all of your cords too, and make sure you don't have tons of dupes of the exact same cords. I know I used to have a huge basket of cords. I've found lately that the easiest way for me to keep track of these things is to put the cords into individual little baggies so I could easily look at the ends of the cords and figure out what I have on hand and what I need so I don't keep buying the same thing. Don't forget to go through those old CD-ROMs too. So you can download all of that onto a hard drive, onto a cloud drive these days. For all of my old home movies, I actually have a private YouTube channel. And I upload all of my movies onto YouTube so we can watch it. Just my family can see it. We can watch it whenever we want. And then you can keep a backup of it on Google or Cloud Drive or Dropbox, wherever you store everything. Next up, let's go through your kitchen and get rid of any expired food that you might have in your cabinets, your pantry, or your refrigerator. We just went through a hurricane and had 3 days of power outage, so I know my refrigerator doesn't have any expired food in it. But I went through everything in my pantry. I did find quite a few things that needed to be either used that week or just thrown away. If you ever find that you have a bunch of canned goods or box goods or pastas that you know you're not going to use and they are still good for another year or so, try to donate those to a Christmas food drive or a food pantry locally. That is always a good way to get rid of food that is good food that you know you're not going to eat in your family. When you are cleaning out your fridge and freezer and getting rid of all of that old expired food, don't forget to get rid of any old leftovers that you know you're not going to really eat. I also like to give the shelves and the drawers in my fridge a good clean at this time. And while we're in the kitchen, let's do number 4, and that is throwing away any damaged or outdated cookware. So this pot is all scratched up. It needs to go. Don't forget to throw away the lid too, because we all know we always have a bunch of lids floating around for things we don't even have anymore. And while you're looking for things that are damaged or old that you don't need anymore, go ahead and get rid of the things that you never ever use. This metal cookware I never use because I'm always afraid it's going to scratch up my pots. That egg separator, I don't even know where that came from. I've never used it, so it's time to donate those things. Number 5 is cleaning up your plastic container storage. So match your plastic containers to their lids and throw away any lids that you don't have containers for anymore and any containers that don't have lids. Number 6 is to go through all of your old magazines, your old school books, your old newspapers. Get rid of anything that you don't need anymore. You can recycle a lot of that stuff too. I also like to go through my kids' art supplies, coloring books, notepads, and see if it's mostly filled up. If it's mostly filled up or they haven't touched it in years, I'll go ahead and get rid of those too. For number 7, go through all of the craft supplies and kids' art supplies in your house. Check for empty paint containers or dried out paint containers. Test out all of those markers and pens and make sure that they're still writing. Every school year, the kids get new school supplies. The pencils and the colored pencils build up over time. So I go through and get rid of all the ones that have no eraser on them or they're really broken and they're just little nubs. Try to clear out all those pencils and pens, anything that's not working. Number 8 is cleaning out all of your old cleaning products. So if you have something that you haven't used in a couple of years, get rid of it now. And then you'll have a lot more space for the stuff that you do use and you won't have to be rummaging around to try to find what you actually like. After that, it's time to get rid of all of the clutter and unused items, especially in your closets or storage cabinets, anything that you're storing that you haven't used in years. Take a good look at it and decide, do you really need to keep that in your house? It's easy for me to get rid of all of the clothing that my kids are growing out of and anything that I don't wear anymore, my husband doesn't wear anymore. But I also keep things like broken furniture for way longer than I should. If I haven't fixed something in 6 months, I need to start just getting rid of it because it's probably not going to happen based on my track record. So if you have broken furniture that you've had for years, maybe it's time to get rid of that. If you have stuff in your kitchen like a waffle maker, I have a cake pop maker for some reason that was used once in the last 12 years. It's time for me to donate that. Number 10 is to get rid of any old towels and old bedding that you know you're not going to use again. So like a lot of people, I like to keep a bunch of old towels and old bedding in storage for years. But realistically, I'm only ever going to use 1 or 2 extra sets of sheets at a time and extra towels if people are visiting. So I can get rid of a lot of this stuff or use it in my garage. The next thing on your list of things that you can eliminate from your home immediately is old, broken, or unused exercise equipment. So this elliptical hasn't been used for about 5 years. It's broken in 2 different places, so it's probably never going to be fixed or used again. So I do need to just get rid of this thing. I have an old barbell and weights that can go. The weights were always way too loose on it. I never use it. So I'm just keeping these things for no reason. I bet a lot of us have old exercise equipment in the house that is taking up too much space and can go. Item number 12 is to go through all of the old Knick Knacks that you're storing in your house, in your closet, wherever you keep all those old Knick Knacks that you know you've got shoved somewhere. Go through them and decide, are they out of style? Are they ever going to be in style again? If you painted them, would you want it back in your house somewhere? Or are you just keeping them for no reason? Things like this can be easily donated or given to someone in your family. Think of younger people that are still putting their houses together. They might appreciate something like that. Number 13 on the list is for any of you that have old makeup laying around. Make sure that you've gone through your makeup recently and that you're getting rid of stuff that is way too old, might be holding bacteria in it. There are recommendations online for how long it's safe to keep eyeshadows, mascaras, lip glosses. All of those things can eventually get bacteria in them. You don't want to keep them around too long. And after that, go through your cabinet full of shampoos that you've tried, conditioners, hair products, and any other face products. Any of those extra products that you know you've tried, you decided you didn't really like, you shoved it into the back of a cabinet somewhere, it's time to get rid of those things too. For number 14, you can get rid of old receipts and papers that you know you won't need anymore. So I keep things like vet bills from 10 years ago. Definitely can get rid of those. Business receipts and paperwork that you need to keep. Check with the IRS to see how long you need to keep any of those items. And last on the list is going to be anything in your house that might have mold or mildew on it, especially furniture. It's really hard to remove it once that gets set into that wood. I always play it safe and get rid of anything that might have mold and mildew. It's just not worth the risk to your health to be breathing that in. That's it for my list of things to remove from your house immediately. Share what you would add to this list or any tips in the comments below. Thanks.